pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show.
You guys want green juice?
Green juice? No. What do you mean?
It's like kale and spinach and lemon and cayenne pepper.
Is there coffee in there?
I did put some coffee in mine because I got to wake up.
Now, is this a cleanse or are you doing a cleanse?
Well, I just feel like we all had such a festival, such a fall festival that I'm just kind of like trying to get my immune system back. I feel like I'm just wiped out, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's been, and the weather's changing. Mm-hmm. You know?
That's the thing that does it to me. I find when the weather changes, I wake up the next morning and I'm already sick.
I get 4 colds a year.
Yeah.
Right at the weather.
Yeah.
Right at the season change.
You can almost align them with the equinoxes.
Yeah, your colds, they've started using your colds to measure when daylight savings has to be.
Absolutely.
You're like Puxatawny Sam.
Yeah, they put me in a box, and if I come out sneezing, they know it's winter.
Yeah, they pull you up by the scruff of your neck.
Yeah, well, I've got some extra skin back there.
And if you're holding an emergency, we're like, it's going to be spring.
You can set your watch to it. You can set your watch to whether or not I'm holding an emergency, and that means I have a cold, which means the season is changing.
It's weird, though. When they pulled you up last time, they also pulled up one of your exes. Because it seems like when you get sick, you call up an ex and be like, baby.
Well, I need care. I just need care, and I need the last person who took care of me to be back and give me
Is that
strength.
something that's maybe only specific to my brain?
No,
absolutely.
they pulled Sam and Stephanie up, and they were halfway through season 2 of Deadwood. I was just like, this is the best time right now. That was you with your cold.
That's right.
Yeah.
That does.
I tend to get embroiled in an old relationship when I get
Every
sick.
time I'm sick, I just go, I gotta call Curly Fry. I gotta
Curly
call
Fry.
my ex-GF Curly Fry.
Your juggalo.
And she'll bring over like a
orange
tough
soda.
illness.
Absolutely. She'll bring it. Well, she'll bring
TB?
over. She'll bring TB to help me deal with my cold.
That's so wild. She has tuberculosis. It's an old disease.
It is. Well, she's built different.
She rode on a wagon and got tuberculosis?
Yes, she rode on a wagon and a young child coughed in her mouth on accident. Because on a wagon, all the kids are in the wagon. She was in with the kids. All the men are out walking.
She was showing the kids her tongue tattoo?
Well, she was showing off her tongue tattoo, and a kid tuberculosis coughed right on it. So
This was because a bunch of juggalos tried to do their version of the Lewis and Clark expedition.
That's right.
But it ended up turning into their version of the Donner Party.
that's right. That's right.
They ended up.
And they had a blast. I will say it didn't go well for everybody. Some people left with empty bellies. Some people left with very full bellies. But a good time was had by all family. And
It's
so I
good
miss my baby because I'm sick.
It does sound like you keep in contact, though, which is good.
Yeah, we have a platonic friendship now.
That's good.
It's platonic.
That's really wonderful. I'm glad you can keep that
I'd
going.
say it's more of a plutoniumic friendship.
Yeah,
It's
that's right.
like-
It is pretty volatile. We're friends, but we could have a blow up at any moment the size of Hiroshima.
I heard that last time you guys got dinner together after being apart for a year, Kim Jong-il,
He was notified.
he showed up and he tried to put you guys in a big sack.
Well, first of all, he tried to give us both a haircut. You know the one, his haircut, and then we wouldn't have it,
Right.
so he sacked us, or at least.
That was your biggest problem. You're like, we'll go with you, but we're not getting the cut.
Well, you're not going to cut it right here in the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is our
So it's just
anniversary.
the location of the cut. So you had a issue.
Well, we're not going to do it here. We got wings coming.
Right, boneless buffalo
Boneless
boys.
buffalo wings.
The buffalo boys.
I was upstairs watching the game with my friends. You got to watch the game at Buffalo, and I saw him, and he threw you in the sack, and I was like, "Oh, Korean Santa Claus is here." I just saw him dragging that big sack around, and it wasn't until I saw you all kicking in there, I was like, "That's my buddy and Curly Fry."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you
let
tried
me just say, if this sack's a rockin', don't come a knocking, baby. We
guys-
found some time to get intimate.
10
that's
seconds
true.
into the sack throw, you started getting very into
And
it.
let me
the
just
SWAT
remind you.
team came in to bust you guys. Colin Powell and a bunch of people from American
Pentagon?
Security.
Colin Powell in Blackwater?
Or the military.
came in to bust you out of Kim Jong-il's sack.
Inside of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Inside of Buffalo Wild Wings, and they were like, we got him. We're opening up the sack. You guys said, give us a minute.
That's right.
Cola, give us a minute.
If this burlap's a slapping, don't come a tapping.
That's true.
It was a burlap sack.
Right.
Well, I don't know. Should we get into it today, guys?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Kick it.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, the first, best, and only podcast pertaining to issues relevant to the Hamilton High School community. It's so hard to talk while you guys are doing this,
You don't have to talk. We're doing it music.
I would love it if in the future. Okay. Well, anyway, I, of course, am Howard Levis.
Of course.
One of the four hosts of this dang thing. Let's kick it around the horn and introduce ourselves.
Well, it's obvious I'm Todd Padre, theater teacher, and new dog owner.
Really, Todd? New dog owner?
That's right.
That's beautiful.
I got it.
Please tell me it's a rescue.
I rescued it from a guy I paid $7,500 to mate two purebreds.
Wow.
That is not a
That's
rescue.
really smart.
Yeah.
That's really smart. You just can't trust these dogs from jail.
No, you get a dog from jail. Next thing you know, it's stealing all your sterling silver, which you've stolen from the Queen. And,
Well, it's so hard to get those dogs jobs when they get out. You have to like reintroduce them to society.
Well, the last dog I got from jail, I reintroduced it as a service dog for a man who was vision impaired, and the dog ended up trick the man into robbing 14 banks.
Wow.
It was the dog.
What's that?
It was the dog.
It was the dog.
It
that
wasn't a
tricked
blind robber?
It wasn't a blind robber. I mean, he was blind.
It wasn't a sighted robber who was using a dog as an excuse and saying, no, I'm blind. He's making me do this?
No, it was a bad boy dog.
Wow.
Bad dog.
Wow.
And so I had to go purebred.
Well, my name is Sam Weatherman. I'm the guy who was in a bag with curly fry, and sometimes I'm sick. You can set the seasons to it. I also teach driver's ed as well as student government. A lot of people say I shouldn't do either one, but I'm forging ahead.
All right. My name is Bill Cravey. I coach basketball. Season's going not great. I'm also the social studies teacher. And I am meditating now.
Yeah, you're meditating, drinking green juices.
Yeah.
You're taking a
It's
cold
really-
yoga class.
I'm taking, yes.
Ice cold yoga.
Yeah, it's Shivram yoga. And you go in there and it is ice cold. Yukon Cornelius is teaching the class. I don't know if you know who he is. He's from the Claymation Rudolph story.
Yukon Cornelius, of course.
Of course, he fights
Google it.
the Bumble. The abominable
snowman.
Well, the abominable snowman was teaching the class. I'm sorry. When I was a kid, I called the abominable snowman the Bumble. So that's why I said the Bumble. Anyway,
That's adorable.
it's pretty cute.
Isn't kid stuff adorable? I'll always tell kid stuff on a first date because it makes someone think I'm sweet.
Right.
Well, you know you're sweet if you haven't had a current story about it.
Yes,
If it's a 30-year-old story of cuteness.
Yes.
Yeah. I breastfed off of my dad's fake nipple until I was 15. And
the
it's
pierced
an
nip.
adorable story. It was a
Big pierced nip.
It was a big pierced fake nipple.
And it was pierced with a fake nipple. It had a fake nipple as the ring on it.
That's right. And the little fake nipple held just a little bit of milk for me.
Now, was this the kind of thing where it had a wire that ran into a satchel of milk, or was it just sort of a little nip?
It was a wire that ran into a little tiny, what's it called, dropper that you would use in a lab, a science lab.
Yeah.
But you're looking great, Bill.
Thank
look
you.
really good. You look a little chilly, but otherwise great.
Thank you so much.
You know, we all finally got a little bit of sleep. We let things get a little out of hand last week with the fall festival. Kind of took up a little too much of our time. We feel bad about that, so we've all kind of taken the week to try to refocus on what's going on around the school.
When you're planning something you love, there's just no way to put it down sometimes, because I want to give this fall festival to the people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's really about us giving back that wore us out.
Yeah, and us giving back, I mean, to the Fall Festival, we just became, I'd say, bridezillas.
Yeah.
And we got a little crazy. And I will say that on my behalf, a little bit that's my fault. First of all, Shana Tova, my Jewish friends. And of course, it's Yom Kippur yesterday. And I started fasting too early. I'm newly refining my Judaism.
You were hangry.
And I was hangry. I started fasting far too early and kind of lost it. Even on you guys, Howard, I flushed you down one of the toilets.
Yeah.
Because you told me that a gourd didn't work. It had to be a pumpkin.
Here's the thing. I honestly, I understand anger issues. I've dealt with that a lot.
Settled.
I understand it. Huh?
Settled then.
Yeah, no, not settled. I think that was too far, Todd.
Howard, can you address rumors, I mean, hearsay that when you were flushed down the toilet, you were separated, not with the clean, but with the shit. You were with the shit.
Yeah, not with the clean, but with the shit.
You didn't go where the water goes. It identified you as a big piece of
And
poop.
this was a big thing that happened in our town. 3 years ago, we passed legislation to create a new sewage system where men, they look at what's coming down and they filter the water one way, aka the clean,
men.
and the shit the other way.
And these men are pros. They do this every day. They know
all
they've
day.
record for never missing a piece of shit or a piece of clean.
Yeah, they've never sent a shit to the clean or a clean to the shit. So Howard, they saw you,
Yeah.
and they confidently sent you
To the shit. I'll be honest, I didn't speak up. I was so blown away by what had just happened to me.
Right.
And I was completely flabbergasted
And
by
were
the
you
fact
holding your
that I
breath?
was, huh?
Were you holding your breath?
Of course I was. Mouth closed, nose closed, fingers in the ears. I didn't want anything getting inside of me. I was so blown away by the fact that my body fit down the drain that I was honestly disoriented, and a man grabbed me by the shirt and sort of slid me, kind of guided me, because this is a man, by the way, who stands in the middle in waiters and kind of just guides poop one way and clean the other way,
and it's a perfect system.
Yeah, and it wasn't until I sort of ended up in what I can only describe as a thick sludge.
And was it just you there with shit?
Hey, Todd, would you pour me a glass of clean real quick?
absolutely.
There were others. There were others there.
Yeah, give me some clean.
No, that's Howard.
Howard?
Well, Howard,
I
I
got
think
this
you
confused.
did such a great job. You really took that with grace, and I'll even say when we cleaned you off in the tub with tomato sauce, you just handled it so well. We had to get the stink off you, and we all
That was
washed you
tough.
down.
When we came over, we bathed you down by hand with tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce, not tomato juice. This was a thick marinara.
No, this was a 6 hour. Yeah,
Well, and of course, I brought Parmigiano.
Reggiano.
This is a garlicky sauce, which I'm
delicious.
still getting the smell out of. I had to do another separate bath.
We're sorry
After
we
the
served
marinara.
you.
Yeah.
We're sorry we served you after that.
Hey, you'd think, you know what? I don't even want to get into it, guys, because it'll just make me upset. Because this is just another example of people who I thought cared about me doing the wrong thing at
We
me.
cleaned you off.
I didn't need that to happen.
bathed you
I-
in sauce.
I could have handled this myself, okay, guys? Because a lot of times you make my problems worse than they were already, okay?
Yeah, that was a
trying to
tough break
compliment
when you didn't get into the clean. That was hard. That's hard.
It's hard for all of us because I
that'll stick
am
with
you.
you.
Well, I'll
You're
say
the
this.
Same.
I take a little responsibility since I'm the one that flushed you down the toilet at the beginning.
A little
hard
responsibility.
feelings, my man. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings. Tell Todd you forgive him.
It's easier to just say I forgive you
Tell
at this
him.
point in time.
All right.
I forgive you.
You have to forgive someone. You have to.
You simply
Forgive
must.
and regret.
You know,
That's what
it's just
I always say.
the timing of all this was really tough, guys, because as you guys know, I received a letter in the mail from El Pollo Loco. I got a cease and desist, and I didn't even really at the beginning of this. I didn't even think,
desist.
yeah. It was a cease and desist, and I am gonna comply because I don't want.
Are you going to get an El Pollo lawyer?
Yeah.
Well, there's Johnny Bacochrane.
Marsha McCock also.
Yeah, Marsha McClark.
Marsha McClark, sorry.
Marsha McClark.
Yeah, I can't afford it. The business hadn't really started raking in the dough like I wanted it to be. So I am not going to pursue this any further. I will still love chicken, and I will always love chicken, but I will not be making it.
Are you going to go in front of Judge Dewey? Is that too overseeing it?
I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna let this go, guys. Because
or is it the people's cock?
You're just going to turn off the old grill, huh?
I'm gonna turn off the grill because honestly, it was distracting me from my goal this year, which was to devote my entire life, every waking moment, to teaching these kids. And honestly, I realized that I had let it get out of hand.
Last week, if we remember, that you gave all your students the lesson plan to teach themselves.
Yep.
And then this week, there was the pre-AP test that everyone's supposed to take.
Yeah,
and
practice.
A few of your students did so poorly on the practice. What did I call it? The SAT?
The pre-SAT?
The pre-AP.
The pre-AP test. A few of them did so badly that they got kicked out of school.
Yeah, which I told the principal, I think that's not the thing that you are supposed to do or should do, and he said, no, you should own this.
Well, when you get 30 tests that are all exactly the same and every answer is grilled chicken, you're going to think, hey, these kids are cheating and the teacher's leading them to it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're running an El Pollo Loco and all these kids have identical tests. It's going to look a little murky.
Yeah.
Kind of like you.
I am a little murky.
Well, I'm glad that we've finally taken a break from all of our hard work on the Fall Festival. We can actually just get back to school and do what we're meant to do. Be good teachers.
Yes.
That's right.
I am planning a halftime show to kind of get some attendance up.
Which is usually the band is responsible for, but you took over this year.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, you guys aren't pulling your weight. You perform every week in the halftime show. There's no other people showing up to these games.
And the running time for your halftime show is a little bit longer than halftime right now, right?
Yes. We're going to go double time. We're going to go double time.
Double time show.
Double time show.
And it's still all right in the middle. You don't use the game as sort of to break it up and do it afterwards?
Well, sometimes, and I told them that if they want to leave and then come back and do an encore, they will interrupt the game. So the game will start, second half will start, and then they might come back for an encore.
Depending on if the crowd chants for it or not.
Right. We don't know.
And do you have some acts lined up? Are you going to be performing? Because the big news came out last week that J-Lo and Shakira will be doing the Super Bowl halftime show this year, which a lot of people were standing.
Yes, I was standing that. I stand that. It's a big hit for me. That I was not able to get them.
Big hit for you, yeah.
I did email Shakira at hipsdon'tlie.com.
I
did not
love email.
hit anything, and I also Jenny at
theblock.com.
The Bronx.
This is a long incorrect address.
Yeah, I got 404 returned. I got a quick 404 return.
Sometimes you got to take a stab at an email address.
Gator showed up. Fastest 404 error.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
bam.
big.
Boom. Bam. I'm in the book.
We have not seen Guinness in a while. I'm happy they're back on campus.
Guinness
I thought we were not
screeched
breaking
to
records.
a halt. They said, you have no email to female pop stars has been returned quicker from a man in the suburbs.
Quickest email to female return.
Yes, email to female return. And they took a picture of my face. Humiliated. A man with his hat in his hand.
That's great.
His hair in his hand. It's actually what was tough.
Yes.
You
I
had
had
kind of
my-
both, hat in one hand.
Well, I
hair in
had
the
my
other.
tube off for the night. I had removed the tube, and then I wear my my visor with the spiky hair.
Yes.
at night.
You also got the Guinness record for only toupee in hand.
Right.
Because nobody has ever taken their toupee off of their head before. They're
Right.
so self-conscious that they sleep in them, they shower in them.
Right. Yeah. You trick it. It's the trick. You want to. The whole thing is keeping up the ruse, which is actually the brand of my toupee. Ruse.
Ruse. Toupee that
Hey,
fully covers your head.
one of our sponsors today, actually, right? Let's see if we got the copy here.
Here it is. All right.
What am I supposed to say? Ruse toupees.
Are you a little thin, a little tall, and have nothing on top at all? Ruse for your hair.
Ruse. It's a toupee, and it's got. Look, for everybody here, everybody here that thinks this is some sort of product that'll make you a kangaroo, it's still not that. It is Ruse, R-U-S-E. We got to clarify that at the top of the ad. Ruse. It's a toupee, not a thing for people who want to buy a kangaroo.
Do you want to stare your loved ones right in the face and have said nothing untrue, but they know you're lying to them with something on your head? Ruse toupees.
Do you want to have a great relationship for 2 years and then jump in a pool forgetting to put your hairpins in and then ruin it when the big question comes out? Ruse. Loose toupees.
And again, with the whole kangaroo thing, they doubled down on the kangaroo stuff in the ad. This must be a big issue for them. This isn't a thing that has anything to do with kangaroos. Stop emailing. Stop calling. We don't know what you're talking about. Ruse toupees. That Ruse. All right.
Hey, baby, it's me, John Travolta. I have never used a Ruse toupees. Ever, ever, ever. Oh, yeah. Saturday Night Fever. Goodbye.
That was a clip of John Travolta saying he's never used one when we all know he has.
Good day, mate. Looking for a thing for your hair? That isn't a kangaroo? Well, then this is confusing because we're a hair company, not an outback outfitter looking to sell kangaroos like the SPCA in America for dogs.
So that's Ruse. John Travolta doesn't use it, but obviously he does, and it's not for people who want a kangaroo.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Okay. Well, you look great, Bill. You look great in the photo, and I hope you make the cover this year.
Yeah, I'm going out to a lot of acts for the halftime show.
That's awesome.
Hopefully next week I'll have some leads.
That's great.
Speaking of leads, I put up the cast list for the Jewish play that I'm doing this week, and a lot of I don't know
Jewish play.
Yeah, I decided, it's the high holidays. So I thought maybe we'd do some Jewish plays and educate the community of Hamilton a little bit.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Because, I'm an adult man and I couldn't tell you Yom Kippur from Hat.
That's right. You couldn't.
You couldn't have proved your point better.
I couldn't. I think what he said, if I really pieced it together, was I couldn't tell you the difference between Yom Kippur and hat. That's about what I heard.
Well,
you think
Yom Kippur?
I couldn't tell you the difference between a Yom Kippur and a little Jewish hat. I couldn't.
No, Yom Kippur and a yarmulke, I think is what we're going for.
Great joke delivery right
or
there.
Or a kippah.
Oh, so you know that?
I know that.
Well, you should watch the play because...
Don't call me Hitler. I know the word kippah.
Nobody's called you Hitler yet.
Well, you don't know. Act 2 of the play is Who's Hitler in the Audience. And so it's an interactive play, and someone is always the most Hitler, which is the person who knows the least about Jews. And we equate them with Hitler.
So how do you kind of go through and question the audience?
Yeah, on the way in you do a Q&A, and then we go down to the 3 most Hitlery people, and we bring them on stage and we ask them some more questions. And as each one they get wrong, it's almost like Hangman. They get more and more Hitler paraphernalia on their bodies.
The last piece, of course. The stash.
The stash is
Throw
last.
the stash on last.
I noticed in the rundown, the sort of temp rundown that you have put my name in there, and now I know I have accidentally said some pretty anti-Semitic things on this podcast.
Right.
But I don't appreciate you just letting me be a placeholder for who is the most Hitler.
You are always in the finals every night.
It's always,
I'm not going to be in the audience every night.
Well, we'll Skype you in.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
You're sort of the backup. You're sort of the
Why?
backup.
Because Skype was invented by an Israeli?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, Howard.
Wow.
Thou doth heil too much.
I didn't
Thou doth
heil.
heil.
I'm not heiling, okay? I've never heiled. I wouldn't heil.
Okay.
If Hitler came and said, "Heil me," I would say absolutely not.
Yeah,
I'd give him the finger. I would give Hitler the bird.
So your first
I'm going
question
on the record
would be,
right now.
how are you alive, Hitler?
No, I wouldn't
and
care
kill
about that.
him.
I'd kill him
Don't
right
just
away.
not heil him. Kill him, Howard.
Hitler, that guy gave you the finger. You're not going to kill 6 million Jews anymore? No, I think I'm still going to do it. That's what happened. Because you didn't kill him. That's part of the
This is real.
I didn't know killing him was an
Israel.
option out of the gate.
This is real.
Okay.
This is real.
This turned on me.
This is real.
I didn't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't ever want to be made to do this.
You're shalom. Shalom. You're a shalom.
You're a shalom.
What?
You're scum.
You're Jerusalem.
So, but a lot of press for Jewish play. A lot of good
Is
press.
that the title?
Is that called Jewish play?
Jewish play, yeah, for the high holidays. A Todd Padre production.
Well,
A little more accent.
How'd you write that?
A little more accent.
How did you write Todd Padre production?
Todd Padre production, parentheses, like a Jewish.
the first review came in, and it was like, apparently this was written by someone who was Jewish. It didn't seem like he knew that much about Judaism.
The reviewer?
Yeah.
They said that about
they said
me.
that about you.
Well, I'm learning as I write it. It's the same
okay.
as becoming a feminist or anything else, you know. Part of the experience is you do it wrong, and then you learn by what people tell you is wrong about it.
Now, do you ever try to learn before, or do you just learn by doing?
I can only learn by doing, because before is a lot of work, and you never know. I find shame is the best lesson for me.
I'm not going to out you, but the first 20
Good,
minutes.
'cause I'm straight.
I wasn't even talking about your sexuality.
Well, why would you be?
I wouldn't be, but
There's
now,
nothing to say.
nothing
Now
to
how
say.
quick you piped up. I'm worried. But
Pipe, no thank you.
we know you're straight, Todd.
Now it's on the record.
Okay.
That's legal. That's legally binding.
Speaking of that, Doc,
I don't
You
think
don't have to legally
Yes.
be.
And if you ever see anything, I can play this tape. and
Todd,
say
I
no,
saw your
'cause it's
driver's license the other day. You made yourself a little sticker
Yeah,
that said
yeah.
straight.
straight. Straight. Don't give my penis to a gay guy if I die, because it won't. It won't be exciting.
work.
It won't work.
Is that why you say you're not an organ donor? Because that's your penis is considered an organ?
Well, I'll give. It's not homophobia. I'll give any of my organs to a gay man. I think they should have them.
That's beautiful.
But they'll be so disappointed if they get my penis, and it's like, oh, why isn't it getting around?
They don't cut anybody's dick off and give it away after a car accident.
Not yet.
Not
Say
yet.
that to my own dick.
Anyway, the first 20 minutes is you talking about how you grew up on a kibbutz. Now, I know how
not true.
you grew up.
Yeah,
so
that's untrue.
lie.
It's a lie.
That's a big lie up top.
I did grow up with keys in my boots, so it's not all false.
But there is
Wait.
subtle things
That's
about
not
being
a-
like,
that's
did
not
you
a-
hear that? What's that in my boot?
I thought-
I guess that's why you're doing
I
it.
thought that was a typo in the script. But you literally mean you grew up with keys in your boots?
Yeah. My family couldn't
Todd.
afford pockets.
You go into talking about 3 square meals of latkes a day.
That's right. Well, very Jewish, I think. We'll see what the reviewers say. But we would eat 3 square meals of latkes with lox a day. Latkes.
Latkes. You do a lot of puns in the play.
Well, because us Jews love humor. It's the way we've been oppressed for so long by you guys. And I've been oppressed. And you know what they say? Humor is the best medicine. And
Laughter.
who are the best doctors?
Jewish.
That's right.
Jewish.
I don't know.
When? Oh, okay.
Howard.
No, I just
Howard,
don't know.
Todd
Todd,
and
the
Sam.
Christian doctor.
Howard, Todd, and Sam are Jewish.
I know.
Okay?
I know that.
Sam shying away from that one.
I am. I just don't need to prove it to people.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all it is.
Me neither. So I wrote
I'm
a whole
in such
play.
a calm space these days. I don't need to prove anything to people. I crashed 12 vans 2 weeks ago, and I'm totally over it.
They
You know
were
what
calm crashes.
They were very calm crashes. The flames went higher, but I was calm the whole time. And since I've been out from behind the wheel of these vans, it's been very nice to just go on a nice fall walk. It's sweater weather. I'm putting it on. I'm smelling the pine trees. I'm smelling, I'm hearing the crickets that don't want to be out anymore because it's cold.
No, I don't want to say this, Sam. So close to the break, but I would honestly say that you are pumpkin spiced.
Yeah, you could say that. I've been getting into my walks, and, I walk past a Starbucks.
You have whipped cream on your head. You have, of course, the spice that we all know that is so pumpkin spice. Let's say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nutmeg.
No, Howard, you were too early.
So, Sam, you are very pumpkin spice and very you're very
Spice Girl.
You're a spice girl.
You're a spiced girl.
And unfortunately, Scary Spice is already taken, but people are calling you Scary Spice.
They are calling me Scary Spice, Scary Sam, Pumpkinhead, Pumpkin Spice Head, Starbucks
The
brain,
Ginger Dead Man.
The Ginger Dead Man, absolutely. The Thin Man, tall, parentheses, tall coffee. And yeah, what happened was I walk past on my lovely fall walks in a sweater. I walk past a Starbucks. As you know, they're serving pumpkin spice lattes. On one of my walks, I got in a car and accidentally got in a crash in the drive-through Starbucks.
I see.
I've been bit by the bug.
By the spice bug.
By the spice bug. So yeah, now I'm really falled out. I'm all pumpkin spiced. I smell like it. I feel like it. And I deal like it.
And I've noticed like a lot of Twitter comedians are making some like pretty old hack jokes about you now already. It's like,
Yes.
Get
They're saying,
a new
like,
specific.
white girls are going to drink you up.
Yes, absolutely. Which, to give them a little credence, has happened. I've had a couple of white girls at the mall, a couple of Ashleys come over and swipe a finger through my hair, grab a little pea spice.
Because, I saw you being carried by a white woman who was late to a meeting the other day.
Oh, well, I was spilled all over the door. She spilled me all over the door. They had to come in and wipe me off with a squeegee.
Oh, my God.
Unbelievable. They put me in a bucket. I materialized again, and I came here straight up.
Oh, straight away.
Yeah, I saw a white woman. I saw a white woman dunk a cake pop in your mouth.
God, white women love to drink me. It's unbelievable. It's like, hey, it's fall. I'm a man.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Right.
These white women see pumpkin spice and they can't get enough. Now back to the White Man podcast. Howard, what are you looking forward to most now that you're back at school and just relaxed into your setting?
I've noticed you're sitting with. You're not sitting at the teacher's table at lunch anymore.
No, honestly, I've heard a lot of sort of snickering and stuff from kids about me.
That you're a loser?
Yeah.
That you suck.
I have heard that.
The proportions are weird.
And I honestly, I went home after everything with the El Pollo Loco and thinking that I had my quote unquote stuff together. And I looked in the mirror and I said, is this who you are, Howard? Is this the guy you want to be? This short sleeve white button down t-shirt, thick brown tie, khaki pants.
Pretty thick, I'll say.
Tie thicker than shirt.
I mean, geez, yeah, Howard. Tie's thicker than
wider
shirt.
than body.
Yeah. Shirt wider than body.
Tie looks like a burlap sack on the front.
Tight shirt, tie wider than body.
Tie wider or whiter?
Wider.
I said shirt wider than body.
Shirt whiter than body.
Oh, yes, much whiter.
Tie wider.
Pleats,
TER.
pleats,
Pants higher than nipple.
deep pleats.
Deep pleats.
The pleats
And I
go
said,
all
this
the
isn't
way
who
up.
you are,
Pleats
Howard.
don't lie.
I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of coming home looking in the mirror and saying, I wouldn't hang out with this guy.
So you decided to change yourself?
Yeah. So,
Ruse toupees.
yeah. I don't need a toupee. I need a personality toupee is what I think is what I'm going for.
You need an upgrade.
Yeah. And so I decided that from this week on, Howard is no longer Pushy Howard.
Okay. I didn't know everybody. Is everybody calling you that? Or is that just what you
pussy
call
has a negative connotation.
All the
in this?
kids have they call me Pussy Howard.
They call you by your first name
And
as a teacher and add pussy to it.
I, for a while, thought they were calling me a Pussy Howard.
Is your first name Pussy?
It's not. It's Howard.
Well, there's some rumors around the school that
It's
your first
not.
name is
Kids,
pussy.
my first name is not Pussy. My first name is Howard.
These kids are crazy.
Yeah, these kids
That's
are
an
mean,
insane
and
thing to say
it's
to a
mean,
teacher.
and they shouldn't say it, and they definitely shouldn't say it recorded. But anyway, I'm gonna be cool now.
That's
Oh.
great. And the coolest teachers I remember when I was growing up, the coolest teachers were the ones that had their own thing going on. They'd come in confidently.
Yeah.
They didn't need anything from the kids, but they would understand the kids and relate to them. Is that kind of what you're doing?
Eventually, I think I need an outward makeover before I can actually be that person. You know, you can sell somebody your cop car, but if they don't paint it different, people are still going to think it's a cop car.
We've all heard that before.
So somebody cop car,
When you're looking at yourself in the mirror, the image matters.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Well,
maybe
look
you
at who
should
you
just
are.
pull up a chair, turn it around backwards, sit your ass down next to some cool kids.
That's my plan. I'm going to see if there might be some a table space at the cool kids table at lunch.
Whoa, there is a space that has been open.
Yeah, because as everybody knows,
that kid died on that motorcycle.
Yeah, Mark died in a motorcycle
cool.
accident.
Awesome.
God, that was cool.
Again, on behalf of me and my car, no comment. At best, involuntary manslaughter.
And
at best.
on behalf of me, who was asleep in the passenger seat, no comment. No comment.
No comment.
And no comment. And we had McDonald's just earlier.
Yeah, because
And that's the end of the comment.
that's the end of the
That's
comment.
it.
We only had McDonald's because we were drunk, so we were trying to.
No more comment.
No more comment. Period.
And I no
I accidentally
comment.
I also grabbed the wheel on accident because I got nervous. No comment.
No comment, but I sold them the beer on Sundays, even though that's illegal. In Hamilton. So there's an opening in the cool kids table.
So
Yeah.
you're cool now.
I'm going to see
you
if
gonna
I
sit
can
there?
do it.
Wow.
I'm going to see if I can do it.
Who's the opening next to? Because that table.
Bryce is gunning for that.
Bryce is going for it.
Yeah, and a lot of people say he probably has a good shot. He just set a
And he's
record
that
for the
he-
100-meter dash.
That's right.
And he is our star varsity track player.
Coolest kids
Runner?
in school.
And you set a record for that dash for first the firing gun starter gun guy's
Having
most
to do it
shots
the most
to his
times.
own face.
Yes.
Yeah, most kickbacks. That you'd fire the gun and it would kick right into your head, right?
Yeah, I was on the gun.
And those are supposed to be blanks.
Yeah, which I thought, if nothing's coming out, it doesn't seem like there would be an equal and opposite reaction. That's a
Well,
science
you
thing.
screamed, well, I'm already shooting blanks with my dick. I'm not going to shoot them with my gun.
I did scream
You
that.
screamed that at, who was that, the athletic director?
Yeah, he was out there telling me to quit, that he would take over, and I said, no, I got this!
Well, I think, Howard, this plan to be cool is awesome. I saw on your calendar, Get a Perm was in there, so that should help out.
Get a Perm is Thursday, and buy some jackets is the weekend.
Buy some jackets and get a perm. You should fit in perfect with these high school students.
Buy some jackets, lose all your t-shirts, get a perm.
Yeah.
You cannot approach that table shirtless with a jean jacket on with a perm.
We'll see.
See what Nirvana is all about? I see there on the to-do list.
With another bullet point underneath it, buy Nirvana t-shirt from Target.
Well, I'm just happy that we've all found a place where
Yes.
we can back off of our hard work brain and just get into our calm brain, meditation.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Walks for me are really nice. Jewish
Telling
play.
people about Judaism for me.
That is very
being
relaxing.
cool for you. And so I think our guest is coming in, so we should take a little break and get him situated.
Oh, yeah.
But until then,
Goodbye.
All right, well, we're back, y'all. Thanks for sticking it out through that break. And like we said, we got a guest on the show today, and we honestly could not be more excited. This is potentially one of the greatest success stories in the history of Hamilton High School.
Huge.
I mean, truly. I don't know that there's anybody who's sort of hit the heights that this fella has hit. So we are so glad to have him back in the lounge to talk about his new comedy special called Pot Humor. We got our good old boy, Matty B.
Matty B.
Matty.
Good, Matty.
So good to see you.
Is it?
It is, man.
Yes. Wow.
Honestly, we look at you as kind of like proof that we did all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we always say, hey, Matty B? He went to school at Hamilton.
It was in my theater class, I think.
I taught him how to drive,
sure
or
it
at least I
was.
tried to.
Yep.
And
Ball
now,
handling skills. He was very good. Surprisingly good. Could have been a basketball player if he wanted to.
Could have been.
Yeah, well, so-
Things didn't happen the way they did.
Oh, wait. Oh, come on now.
So I'm surprised you guys. It's good to see me, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you were my success story. You made it to regional finals in the science fair.
Oh, we talk about you
Yeah,
all
I forgot
the time.
about that. That's true.
when I saw you pull up in that Tesla, I was like, one of my ex-students driving a Tesla? I must be a pretty good teacher. I must be a pretty good teacher.
That's my old Tesla.
Oh,
He's got a
you're
new one.
awesome, Todd.
Oh, man.
Man.
But you guys obviously haven't seen the special. It hasn't come out yet, but I talk about you guys a lot
No
in the
way.
special. In a way, you're the
boy.
impetus of it.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you, Matty. It doesn't seem like the way you're talking about us. You know, we're all really excited, smiling, laughing, having a good time with you. But it seems like maybe there's something on your mind.
Yeah, we went in for the shake, and you just gave us kind of a dismissive fist bump.
Yeah, I think we only got one knuckle each.
Was that a fist bump? Because it was more of a stomach punch for me. I don't know if it was a missed fist bump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was. When you swing your fist at someone, that's not a fist bump.
Oh,
necessarily.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess now in hindsight,
And you did a block of your
blocked.
of your face.
But it still hurt back. My
Yeah.
forearm got hit hard.
And
What's the deal?
Yeah, I thought you were just noticing my tummy. Kind of just like, you put on a couple
Well, if I
pounds
could
there.
launch into what my special's about, I mean, it's about pot, obviously.
Yeah.
Which I was a pot dealer during high school. Mm-hmm. And you guys know that, obviously.
Well, that's why you were so cool. We thought you were cool.
I honestly
Did
don't
you?
remember that. I honestly don't remember you dealing pot at all. But I did remember thinking you were cool, so
Yeah.
it must have been that.
Yeah, I mean, like, pot's cool now. Like,
Yeah,
we're
it's
cool
cool
with that.
now, right?
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's
back
cool.
then, it was highly illegal. It could send someone like me to juvenile hall.
Juvie.
And then since I messed up in juvie. And since I messed
Well,
up in
everybody calls it
juvie.
juvie. It's short. It's cooler. It's cooler.
Well, you've never been to juvie, but I have.
Yeah, but it's. I know
Oh,
it's
that's
cool.
cred.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is real cred.
Yeah.
Did you do a little stand-up special there, like Johnny Cash?
Yeah, did you make the troops, the prisoners
troops,
listening
Like
to you?
Folsom's prison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's for all the lifers here in juvie.
No, I was in there. I was part of juvie. I wasn't entertaining there.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Well, yeah,
And
back
then
in
I
the-
went to federal prison after that.
Wow. Okay, Johnny Cash.
Damn.
Respect.
I was down for a half dime.
Oh, 2.5 years? Is
wow.
that true?
I got a
I was
half, 2.5
down
years
for a
on it.
nickel.
5 years. You're down for a nickel? I don't know the terms.
Yeah, you got
Maybe
'em.
I'm off.
That's what we call it in juvie.
Oh.
In prezo.
Prezo's nickel equals 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, you did. Because I think I bought pot from you a few times when you were a student here. Now
Yeah, you didn't mention that when you testified against me
Testify.
in court.
Didn't I buy pot from you at that sting? That's how I remember you. I bought pot from you at that sting.
You guys all sent me down.
Was I
You
in the...
narked on me. You narked on me.
Bill, you were the
You
arresting
testified
officer.
against me.
Wait, I
And
remember...
you are the reason I went to juvie in federal prison.
calm down.
You are
Shit.
the reason.
Okay, calm
That's
down.
why I talk about you
fist
in my
bump.
special.
Ow, he fist bumped me in my...
fist bumped you right in the face.
sternum.
I know I put on a few
Jesus.
pounds.
Oh, you just gave me a foot bump to the balls.
Yeah.
Hey, we love you too, man. But
Matty
chill.
B. Matty B,
Dapping us up.
I guess
You guys
I remember
narked
now.
on me.
Yeah, I was in the van outside with the cans on my head, being like, "That's him, get him." That's
Well, how
Matty
you
B.
doing? It's good to see
What do you mean,
man.
how you doing? Do you realize what you did to me? Did you guys ever think about that?
At the time, what we were doing was what was considered, moral. We were
Oh, like
shaping-
McCarthyism.
Well, hey, you became a famous comedian. It's probably because of us.
Yeah.
Did that communist charge stick? Because I pushed that pretty hard when I testified.
That's
Yeah.
the
was
only
right about
thing
perfect
the
timing.
jury did not convict me of. The only thing is of being
And
a
that was a big
communist.
sidetrack in the case. A couple days on just the
Yeah.
communism thing.
I think I ended up getting held in contempt for a little bit of it because I was pushing.
Said I
that.
was a socialist because I was in social studies.
It's airtight to me. Well, look, no hard feelings
You
on
guys
our end.
screwed my life. That's why I have this upside down teardrop on my face.
Yeah.
A lot of it looks like a balloon, if I'm being honest.
The guy gave it to me. He was my bunk mate, and he did to me. He thought he was doing it right. And I
Was he
looked in the mirror.
dyslexic or?
No, he's up on the
was
top
upside
bunk.
down.
He did it
He
upside
thought it
down.
was right side up, and then everyone was like, "That's not a teardrop; it's a balloon."
Damn. Well, it looks like a cool balloon. It looks like a cool balloon.
Yeah.
I bet that helps for your
Supposed to mean
comedy
I
specials.
killed someone in prison.
Whoa.
Comedically, you did a.
You got on
killed him?
stage and you killed?
Yeah.
Well, this is giving me. I'm having big flashbacks, and I just want to
The trial?
Yeah, the whole. I
What the
remember
shit you
now
said?
why I testified against you. I got caught with weed,
Yeah,
so you can understand why.
You threw me under the bus.
we had so much weed. We had to take the deal, Matty.
It would have ruined my life to go to prison.
It ruined my life. I was just a child. I was 16 years
We had
old.
to squeal on you, man. We had to.
And you
had to take a
forgot.
stint
You didn't
in
even
juvie.
care.
But now that you reminded me, I do remember,
Yeah.
and I feel so happy I didn't go to prison.
Yes.
and
You guys didn't visit me?
Well, listen, Maddie, I'm sorry. I helped put away so many kids at that time. Like, so you kind of just like, you kind of got lost in the shuffle, if I'm being
We
honest.
were rolling on almost every student.
I sent some kids. I got some kids put away for drag racing. I got some kids put away for animal cruelty.
The teaching staff was very litigious at that time, both criminally and privately. A lot of social cases, lots going on.
But wouldn't you say? I mean, you're a comedian. You're a famous comedian now. You came here in an
I'm
old
huge.
Tesla.
I'm huge.
Don't you think that?
Hot humor's coming out on multi-platforms.
All
Wait,
right.
so
It's
not
coming out on Apple.
Oh.
It's coming out on Amazon. It's coming out on X. But like this guy Chappelle, it's like, ugh, I'm so huge. One fucking platform, bitch.
Yeah.
Netflix.
That's it,
What a
Chappelle.
And he got
bitch.
paid. All he got paid was $40 million for one platform. What are you getting for all these platforms?
Oh, I bet he gets no back end.
Oh, you're getting
Zero
back
back end.
It's all about the back end. That's where the money's really at.
I got a double dime up front for this, but the back end, I get $70K after recoup.
Whoa.
Wow. All
That's
right,
a deal.
Matty B.
well.
Oh, man. Back in on the multi-platforms, man. Fucking Bill Burr's going to be going, oh, shit, I missed the boat.
Well, are you looking to add more platforms, or are you platformed out? Because we have a live platform coming up.
What do you mean?
We have a stage at,
platform?
the Fall Festival. I don't know if you're
That's
interested
a
in that.
literal platform you can stand on?
Yeah, it's not quite a full stage. It's more of a platform. And it's
Okay, just to
It's
be
the Fall
clear, I
Festival.
was talking about VOD, digital platforms.
is that like the thing it's really hard to get to? Like on your TV, if you have a smart TV, you're like, what's the VOD?
I find that insulting somehow. You just said that it's hard to get to.
Well, I just never know how to get to it.
You know what's
what I
hard
mean?
to get to was freedom, was the sun for fucking 5 years because of you guys.
All right,
That's
what-
what was
listen,
hard to
when
get
are you
to.
going to let this go? We apologize,
let
I
this
think.
We said we're sorry you felt that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
we
Shouldn't
said
you be
it.
over it by now?
You're huge. You're successful. We're all relatively poor. We're still teaching and shaping minds. I'd much rather have stuff on video on demand. All I've got is VD.
You want VOD, but you've got VD.
And you can put that, I don't know if your
Don't
special's
say
edited.
you can put that in my special.
I don't know if your special's
Don't.
edited, but you can put that in your special.
You can put the
No.
whole podcast in your special
Yeah.
if you
Oh,
want.
we'd love for you to take a detour in the middle of your show and put this episode in there.
Podcasts and stand-up are not the same.
How about this? Put this
How
in.
many stand-ups have to die before people get this?
Put this in. Put this in. You got Apple. All we get is an apple from the students. Put that in.
Yeah.
Put that in there.
Okay, it's already edited. It's already on these platforms.
Special features. Put it in the special features.
after
Deleted scenes.
Twitter, all we get is apple fritter
Okay.
at the
I don't
lounge.
get that one.
We'll put it in.
Put that one in though.
So,
And it's not Twitter's. Okay,
well,
how
so
do
we're
you
even.
expect me
So
to do
we're even.
this? to go back. Oh, I talked to these teachers, inspired me, and they came up with a great joke. Can I go back to that theater? We'll light it again. We'll bring in an audience, or maybe we'll just get the front row and we'll shoot it just over their head, so it'll seem like there's a big audience there. Or maybe we'll just do a close up. We'll just get the curtain that matches.
Sounds
that
like you've done
stage.
this before.
Yeah. Sounds like you've got the plan already
Get
worked
a
out.
real close up.
I'm a problem solver, even when I'm criticizing something.
Well,
Listen.
you can also ADR over worst jokes that are in there. So same audience
to the
reaction.
It's all about pie. How am I going to put an apple fritter joke in there?
The munchies.
On Twitter.
Well, listen, Matty B, I like to look at myself as a silver linings kind of guy, okay? So you got to look at this experience as maybe this is just one step on the road to getting you where you are now. If you hadn't gone to juvie, if you hadn't had this experience in federal prison, do you think you actually would have even been able to formulate the material for this special?
Material?
I mean, like it feels like comedians need trials and tribulations
Have
to
you
be
heard
funny.
what happens in prison?
I mean,
And by the way,
you get
there
an
is
education.
no anal rape. That's not even true.
Whoa.
None?
Let's put that to bed.
Because like a lot of people, when I go, do you know what happens in prison? They
That's what
jump
they think.
right to that. And I'm like, hey,
Jesus.
that doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
If you think that's happening in prison all the time, why aren't you doing something about it?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Let's shut down prisons.
Well, what are you
That
talking
would be
about?
crazy.
Yeah, you get
The
an
bad
education.
sandwiches.
You want to hear about sandwiches, motherfucker? This is what happens. Sometimes, these memories. Sometimes
Box of tissues over there.
you'll
Big performative.
be eating lunch and you'll have a sandwich and you'll bite into it and it's really good. And then you'll look away like maybe you need some ice in your water and you look, is anyone staying at the ice machine? You look back and someone has taken...
Your apple fritter.
You think that's funny?
I think it's a
We didn't
funny
even
word.
have dessert in prison.
Fritter.
Wait, so
They've taken a bite of my sandwich.
the worst thing that happens to you in prison is you look at the ice machine
Or whatever,
and someone
you're
bites your
distracted.
sandwich. I didn't even think they would
That's
have
your
an ice
takeaway,
machine.
the ice machine detail?
Oh,
Yeah,
not the whole
prison sounds
thing.
good.
How much is the sandwich?
Who do you think runs that machine during the day? You think it's like one of those hotel fancy ice machines?
Yeah.
These are prisoners standing in a giant fucking ice box with picks.
So you
Giant cubes.
Wait, these are individually chiseled cubes by prisoners?
The most
Out
trusted
of
prisoners
giant
get
cubes,
ice
yeah.
picks to chisel the ice, but
Oh,
they can't
believe
kill
me,
anybody.
most of the ships get snuck out of the ice machine.
Yeah, it seems the most obvious place to get one.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, now that you filmed this special,
Yeah.
I feel like
Portland, Oregon, Northwest Cannabis Club, everybody was getting baked. People who believed in the freedom of weed before it was popular. I'm
Yeah.
like, you guys.
well, we're all on
jumping
board
on
now
the
that it's
bandwagon.
legal.
once we
Oh, yeah.
no,
Oh,
once we
everybody
saw
is.
Seth Rogen smoking, we started smoking. We started smoking.
We're the same as
Oh,
Seth Rogen.
Pineapple Express made everything
Oh,
okay.
yeah. When we saw Pineapple Express, we ran to get weed.
Well,
and we
for-
stopped snitching. But it sounds like you need some new material to do a new special. So give us the deets. I'm ready to roll on your ass right now again. What you been
What?
doing? I'm going to put you away again, Matty B.
No, we don't want to put you away again. We don't want to put you away again. But is there?
How about I put you guys away
Oh.
so you can write some
Oh,
specials?
what do you have
yeah,
on
what do you
us?
have on us? We honestly, there's no way we've
There
done
was
anything
nothing on the
bad.
call. There was nothing on the call. The call was clean.
It was a perfectly
call.
good
It
conversation.
was a perfect call.
You all just admitted on your own podcast of lying in court.
Not.
Not prudent.
All right, there we go.
How
we just give you a
long-
knot.
Here, we'll go back in and we'll edit it. We'll all say a clean knot, and then we'll go back and edit it into the episode earlier to make it sound like we just said not after we said we lied.
This is a great sandwich, by the way. Where'd this come from?
Oh, shit, it's Matty B's.
Hey, you guys took my sandwich?
Well, you're looking around for ice, Matt. We gotta take the sando.
Guys,
we
what
would-
I would like to come away with, and I thought it would, this whole thing would start, was with an apology for taking
What do you want to say?
my 20s away from me, basically. When people are falling in love and experiencing, life beyond school for the first time, I was in juvie. And then Prizzo.
I'll be the first one. I'll be the first one right here.
Oh, wow. Todd apologizing.
Brave.
Matty B, now that you're famous, it occurs to me that we could be great friends.
Man, what if I wasn't famous?
Oh, the same would be true. Who knows? It doesn't matter because you are famous, and that's the important thing.
Yeah.
You got that nice car. It's expensive, 4-piece suit. And
I did miss that fourth piece. I
don't
realize.
know what that piece is. It's
You guys
just
are
like some loose
dumbasses. This is
fabric.
2 different suits. I'm wearing at the
shit.
same time.
whoa.
A dime plus
two-piece.
one. Damn. 6-penny suit over there. Whoa.
Bill, that math was all over the place.
It was.
A dime plus one.
Hey, well, he-
6-piece suit.
He said he had on 2 3-piece suits.
How much do you think a dime is, Bill?
Oh, I see now. I see now. I meant to say
dime
nickel.
minus
Dime minus nickel
half a
plus
dozen.
Well, I think through this conversation, I'm much like
And I'm
Todd.
pretty sure I apologize. So moving all around the circle.
Yeah, that was a good apology, and I would like to go right on the heels of it and say, now that I know who you are, who you've become, and what I can get from it, I really am sorry.
Yes. And
What do you guys think? Even if I was going to accept this apology, like, what do you think you're going to get from me just because I'm
maybe a little
rich,
backstage
famous
pass.
comedian?
Can I ask
Back
you,
end.
maybe tomorrow when I'm at lunch sitting at the cool kids table,
Yes.
you walk up and you just, hey, you can give me another little fist bump, say, you're all right, Levis. How about that?
How about you tell the truth of what happened to the kids in the school and say, hey, it's better to be honest.
Okay, fine. We befriended a cool high schooler, and then when we got in trouble for it, we rolled on him. Sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Really let it all out there.
We were your friend. We thought you were cool. You gave us weed. We realized that's
the bigger
very
thing
wrong.
was you guys were teachers and you were getting high with us and inviting us to your beanbag parties. Whatever
And
the fuck that is.
Do you remember?
And
You
your
stopped
waterbed
coming to
parties.
our beanbag and waterbed parties. You stopped coming. We invited you.
When you start stacking beanbags on top of a waterbed, that's fucking irresponsible, man.
Well, I wish you had told me that to my face instead of not showing up. And maybe
yeah,
that's-
because when you left, the guest list started drying up, and there we were with our water beds with beanbags stacked on them, and no high schoolers to hang out with.
It was just the 4 of us.
10 crock pots going all at once, each with a different weenie. And you abandoned us. That party was ready to go off.
So yeah, that's why we ratted on you. All right, you hurt
Do you
our
see
feelings.
how that's creepy, though, in retrospect?
That you bailed on us.
that we wanted to
that-
feed you a bunch of.
Yeah, little,
Only hot dogs out of a crock pot?
they were little smokies in barbecue. And other ones. What were the other sauces? I don't remember.
Jalapeno,
Honey mustard.
Honey mustard.
I don't know. I would just eat because I would be so enthralled because we'd be watching Eyes Wide Shut. I'd be watching the movie, which, by the way, you would always talk through.
Because we wanted to leave. It made us uncomfortable.
Okay, well,
And that hurt my feelings.
you heard it. So maybe we're learning something. We should have told you hurt our feelings instead of sending you to prison.
And then we would have been even.
Do you hear what you're saying? You also should maybe apologize to my parents. Not to mention, do you remember the bust when I did sell the weed? It was to Katie Thomas, who was in chemo, and at that point, you weren't allowed to have marijuana. So, and actually, that was going to be my last sell.
Sure.
Wow.
It was.
You were like,
I was
you were
just
going to go clean.
I was just saving up enough money to cure my dad with Gehrig's disease, and that was I just saved up enough
Wow.
right then, and that was making my last sell. And I felt like I was helping two people because Katie needed the weed for chemo.
Yeah, we really grilled Katie on the stand.
We got her to crack. We got her to crack pretty hard on the
We
stand.
made her admit she wasn't sick. And in hindsight, we know we led the witness. Because she was obviously sick.
Well, we badgered the witness.
Well, she died that summer.
Yeah.
I didn't follow up on that. I should have followed up on that. And how's your dad doing?
Well,
It's weird. I thought you said, "How's your dad doing?"
No, Dad.
Well, yeah, that's how he's doing.
Oh, no.
He passed.
his
When I
name
hear
is
dad, I hear
his
dad.
name is dead now?
No, he is dead now.
But he definitely died after you were out of prison. He died after you were out of prison, right?
He
Todd's
died
grieving.
of grief while I was in prison.
Oh,
Todd's grieving. Todd's crying.
Oh, man.
What an actor. He's affected by this. He's so empathetic.
Oh, well, I really feel for you, Matty B.
Do you?
And all the people we've lost and all the years you lost. And I don't know. I'd love to show you how much I feel for you if you end up going to like a Just for Laughs after party and have a +1.
What do you imagine happens at a JFL after party?
Everyone's there. I'd love to get roasted by the Bumpin' Mike's guys, Attell and Jeff Ross.
Yeah, they'll let you have it if there's after parties.
You know, I'd love to.
Is that how you picture the after parties?
Yeah, man.
Comedians doing snaps on one
Yeah,
another?
Maniscalco will come up and let you have it at an after party. He'll let you have it, and it's an honor to be roasted by him.
And then maybe someone would say, "Oh, this character, look at his new face," and I'd say, "Well, yeah, new faces, Just for Laughs characters."
Well,
you know.
hopefully they don't go back into your old podcast history.
Oh,
Do you
it's
guys worry about that if you have these kind of ambitions?
my history.
Things that you've said?
I can defend anything I've said as comedy.
Have you done any dialects?
Well, I've done deep accents. I've gotten into character before. But Ben Kingsley played Gandhi, and they still let him do stuff.
That's true.
Yeah, they still let him do stuff.
They don't let him do as much stuff.
He's done plenty of bad roles since then.
It's just he does Gandhi. All of a sudden, you know, they put him in whatever. I can't name another band. Sexy Beast. I do Gandhi, and I can't do a single play for 5 years.
Can I hear your Gandhi?
Court order, you cannot. And that's from his family. That's not even the PC police. So again, I'm so sorry, and
And you guys haven't even as you're supposedly impressed, you haven't asked me really one thing about my special.
Well, we've been defending
Like,
ourselves.
I've had to shove in the
how
details of
long
my
is it?
special.
How long is it, Matty?
Yeah, how long?
Yeah, are we talking an hour?
Classic question of people who don't give a shit. That's like asking what kind of video film it's recorded on.
I got
or
a question.
something.
Was it HD?
Was it HD?
Was it
That's
a
what-
red
4K?
camera?
Red cam?
Were you
C300?
we talking handheld mic, or are we talking one with a cord?
Both handheld.
Both handheld. Wireless mic?
You see, I get that question a lot, and that's a good question. I had both.
Oh, okay.
Two mics.
That's where this whole interview should have started. Good stand-up questions
Yeah.
like that. Did you have a handheld?
Right.
Did it have a cord?
We talking stool on stage with water? Or drink?
All right. I feel like you guys were getting into like a good interview now, and you're like buttering me up. Yeah, I did have a stool on stage.
Okay.
I had my
That's
water.
cool. That's
And I
confident.
also had a music stand.
Do you?
Did you start with?
Okay, so did you do some
And I
music?
had a GoPro from above where you could see the music stand, my set list, and my water all at the same time. It was a
Wow.
really nice shot. You see, these are the kind of questions I was
Setlist
hoping I'd get. But instead, you guys are all about yourselves, and you totally forgot that you sent me to prison. It's like, how many times have you testified
What, did
in
you
court?
get our check we sent you after you got out? We made right.
The giant
Financial-
check, the novelty
The
check.
Publishers Clearinghouse?
Did you get that?
I did get it.
Did you try to cash it?
That was funny, right?
I didn't understand it.
Did you
I
try
thought
to
it was
catch-
sarcastic.
It was from a Spencer's. It's from a Spencer's Gifts, and it said, "Pay to the order of," and then you fill in the blank, and we filled it in.
One old fart.
So it was $1 million, but you had to admit that you were the one old fart to cash it. It's funny.
Would you say that getting that check was what made you want to go into comedy?
Trying to survive day to day is what made me want to go into comedy.
Oh, he's holding us.
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh, he set us up for that one. God, he pulled us right in with the quiet voice and then hit us with the burp.
Because we did lean in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Big burp to the face blew my hair back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we'll have to take a photo
Well,
afterwards
I
so
guess
everybody can
we're
see our
even.
hair.
I guess we're even.
I guess we're even.
We got burped in the face. That
So-
was a good one. That was a good one. I can't believe you've been planning that this whole time.
Check out Matty B's special, Pot
Gotcha.
Humor. It's on all platforms. We don't know how long it is, but it's got
Multi-platform.
multi-platform. It's got a music stand, a water, and a two microphones.
Set list.
You can see the
Portland?
audience. It's in Portland, and
You didn't even mention the fucking theme.
and the theme is
Marijuana. Not pottery. Marijuana pots.
Marijuana.
I mean pot.
and
It's not about jars that contain pot.
okay. We got him, officers.
We got him.
Obviously, in the state that Hamilton is in, marijuana is still illegal to do comedy specials.
Motherfuckers!
Come on in.
Hey, where is he?
Thanks for knocking. He's right over there.
You assholes!
Yeah,
put
you
it
can
behind
tell
your
which
back.
one he is.
Put it behind your back. We got you, Matty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, he's resisting. He's resisting.
Hard resisting.
my neck special, you motherfucker!
I hope so.
Damn, this is actually some pretty good weed
Damn.
he brought. This is nice.
Oh, yeah.
my neck special!
Wait, say it again. I missed it.
I think he said apple fritter.
Oh, no, that's funny. Oh, old Tesla keys.
Oh,
Well,
man,
special thanks to Matty B and the Hamilton Police Department. We got another criminal in prison.
Yes.
Check out the last special they ever released.
Yeah. Damn, that's getting me pretty stoned.
Yeah, I'm stoned as hell. This, you know what? This feels exactly like the day we sent that kid to prison. Do you remember that?
Yes.
We
yes.
stung his ass. We smoked his weed. Who was that kid?
It slipped my mind.
When I get high, I forget all my issues, and then I probably repeat them or something.
Well, everybody, thanks for listening. Next time.
Yeah, I
Should
think.
we,
Tune in next week.
that
We're gonna bust a couple kids, and we'll see if Howard is cool by then. Yeah, right, Howard.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be cool.
I
Until
appreciate
then,
the vote of confidence, and until next see.
God, I feel just like Seth Rogen.
stay
Hey,
Pineapple Express.
Class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest I got to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.
If you enjoyed the Teacher's Lounge, make sure to check out their bonus mini episodes available on Stitcher Premium. Just go to stitcherpremium.com/teacher and use promo code TEACHER for your first month free. Also, the guys would like to thank Casey Trela, who made the incredible theme song for the show. You can check out his music at Casey Trela, that's Trela, on Twitter. Finally, the Teacher's Lounge has a lot of great merch available. Just go to podswag.com/teacher and see for yourself. Thanks for listening.